County following the 2030 season. Shortly thereafter, I received a very gracious call from Kansas Governor Laura Kelly informing me of the same. I also have spoken this afternoon with Governor Mike Kehoe and Jackson County Executive Phil Lavoda concerning both the Kansas City Chiefs and the Kansas City Royals. While the teams are tenants of Jackson County, Kansas City government has worked hard, along with the state of Missouri and our new county administrative team, to put before the Chiefs a compelling offer of more than $1.5 billion in public support for the Chiefs to remain at their legendary home at Arrowhead Stadium. One city or one county cannot outmatch competing offers from a state in modern professional sports, and our collaboration with our Missouri partners has been essential. Although our conversations with the team extended to as recently as late last week, we understand that our very fair and very responsible financial offer of taxpayer support was surpassed thus far by an even more robust public financing package in Kansas. We are professionals and understand the Chiefs have a business to run, and today that the Chiefs made a business decision. We wish them well as they pursue their legislative and administrative steps ahead in Kansas, but remain committed to ensuring Arrowhead Stadium, Missouri, Jackson County, and Kansas City remain an option should the deal not conclude. In the event a new Kansas-based facility is built, we will wish them great success in their new suburban home. While I had my serious differences on this issue with former Jackson County Executive Frank White, and wish the processes and obstacles in 2023 and early 2024 could have proceeded differently, I, along with the governor, the county executive, city administrative staff, and other officials, have worked collaboratively and nonstop over the past year to provide a fair and robust offer for the teams, exceeding almost all prior pledges of public support in National Football League markets. Our unified, hard-working, and exceptional team will continue our strong efforts as we work to retain the Kansas City Royals in a transformational downtown facility. Great cities hold great venues, which provide not only revenue benefits, but also employ thousands, expose residents and visitors alike to new areas and businesses, and provide brand and cultural benefit to key parts of our community. While the Chiefs aren't going far away and aren't gone yet, today is a setback as a Kansas Citian, as a former Chiefs season ticket holder, and as a lifelong Chiefs fan. Today is a loss for the communities of East Kansas City, Independence, Raytown, and some of our favorite places en route to the stadiums, like LC's Barbecue. Today is a loss for the Arrowhead tradition that so many of us in the Chiefs Kingdom hold dear. At the new location, folks will make new memories. But for those of us who remember the painful days, like 3 missed field goals as a playoff 1 seed, and the joyous ones, like hoisting the Lamar Hunt Trophy for that first time at Arrowhead Stadium in 2020. Years growing up and growing old in the Arrowhead parking lot, and the outdoor stands that in the elements were one of the few places in our community where we came together, breaking through divides of age, hometowns, race, income, and politics. This will be a tough adjustment. I wanted my 2 young sons and your children and your grandchildren to get to experience that same Arrowhead experience. Years ago as a kid, my family was homeless for a while, and we lived in a motel not too far from the stadium. I knew we struggled, but I believed nothing was cooler than living within a stone's throw of what I thought then and think today is the greatest stadium in football. Like a lot of parents in Chiefs Kingdom, my single mother scraped some money together to get me to Arrowhead Stadium for my first game. 300-level upper deck for a 30-7 preseason loss against the Buffalo Bills in 1993. I've been hooked ever since. Business decisions are a reality, and we all understand that. But Arrowhead Stadium is more. It's family, it's tradition, and it's a part of Kansas City that we will never leave. Are there any questions for any of you? Yes, ma'am.
Clark Hunt spoke to media over in Topeka. He mentioned that it felt like Kansas had a more united front, and it felt like he was speaking to Kansas City, Jackson County, and the state of Missouri separately. Can you comment on this and how
You know, what I will say in regards to the Kansas City Royals is this, that I had a conversation with Governor Kehoe, with County Executive Lavoda, and everyone is working together and locked in to make sure that we can do good work to keep that team, not just in Kansas City, but to build a transformational downtown facility. I have no concern of the differences. I think many of you covered the past discussions and conversations as they existed with the prior county executive. There were differences of opinion in terms of the desire to retain these teams, the desire for different tax initiatives, funds, et cetera. I do think long-term that's something that we need to look to from this story. Kansas worked together across political aisles, across different levels of government. I think that was clear and important for them, and I commend Governor Kelly, whom I consider a friend, on making sure they organized that effort. I think going forward, Missouri, regardless of the politics, needs to make sure they're doing the same. But I will say this on behalf of Kansas City. I said in my remarks that we are not the landlord for the teams, either one right now. But throughout this process, dating back to 23, certainly through 2024, and immediately after the election, we have visited with these teams nonstop. We have made sure they know that we will work all that we can do to make sure they stay. It's just unfortunate that myself and the City Council can't create star bonds. Next question.
The Chiefs, even prior to the April 2024 vote, specifically Mark Donovan, said that the area surrounding Arrowhead was not worthy of development. What role do you believe the area there played in the fight that you had? Do you believe, now that they are building a stadium district, that was always their intention or something?
You know, I have a few comments on that. First of all, I think the world of Mark Donovan. I think he's a good executive, and you've seen the Chiefs' success relate to that. All that being said, those are good people, good, hard-working Kansas Cityans, Americans, and frankly, good, hard-working Chiefs fans, who, as I noted before, are proud to be close to that stadium. You know, when I was a homeless kid in a motel, I didn't have a lot to be proud of. I was proud of being close to Arrowhead. And so what city government, county government, and everyone involved needs to make sure they do is work to make sure that we continue to invest in that area. We cannot forget about East Kansas City. Frankly, what I think makes Arrowhead now somewhat special is that it is a melting pot of everyone. And frankly, the area around it is too. And so, no, it is not surrounded by fancy hotels. It is not surrounded by things you can spend $1,000 or $2,000 at. But you ask yourself at a certain point in life, does everything have to be? Can there be a place where we actually all come together? And I think that's what Arrowhead Stadium certainly was, and I hope that's what we see in the future. Yes, sir.